What's up, you guys? It's Cameron, and today I'm going to continue the how to dropship on Facebook marketplace kind of step-by-step tutorial. I have an order on one of my accounts, and I just want to simply show you how I fulfill that order. It's really easy, it's also really easy to overthink the process, but don't worry about it. I'm going to show you click by click how to do it. I may kind of block some things so you don't see the customer's personal information and stuff like that, but I'll do my best to explain what I'm doing if I can't show you, but I should be able to show you most of it. So let's go. You'll get a Facebook notification when you get a new order. When somebody purchases something from you, whether you drop shipped it or even if you just actually listed something, it should look the same. I get an email, which is normally where I look for these things. It can be a little confusing if you just look at your Facebook notifications, because if you're somebody who has a lot of listings and a lot of sales, if you don't ship them right away, you'll get reminders that say you have a order for this product, and it can look like you have a new order, but it will say you received a new order, or you have, it'll say you received a new order if it's actually a new purchase somebody made. But if it says you have a new order, even in an email, because they send you emails too, that's a reminder. So keep in mind, if you're getting notifications and it says you have an order for this, it's a reminder. It's not actually a new order. And if you're second guessing it, just go in and make sure you haven't already ordered that for somebody if you're drop shipping. It's just something to keep in mind. Anyway, before we continue, like and subscribe, of course, as always, so that you get notified when I make videos like these. I am going to start diversifying a little bit and doing some debt content like I've always wanted to do. Of course, I'll stick with Facebook Marketplace, drop shipping, and shops and all that, and may even do some more YouTube videos about YouTube and making money on YouTube as well. So other than that, let's get going though. Here's what the email looks like. I was gonna blur this out, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put the product on here so that if you guys want, you can sell them too. I have a new marketplace order. So you'll see that's what the email says, new marketplace order. An old one would say you have an order for this. It'll say something like this instead. You have an order. I guess I'm just going to keep telling you that over and over again. Okay, anyway, new marketplace order for a mini chainsaw, 6-inch portable cordless handheld chainsaw, whatever. So it's just basically a power tool. It's like a tiny chainsaw. I didn't think I'd sell this. I listed it for a couple weeks and didn't sell any, and I've sold like a handful of them so far. So maybe if you want, feel free to list it. Anyway, it says, congratulations on your marketplace order with Keith. That's the customer. First name. Please ship this item by Wednesday, January 12th to avoid cancellation. I'm not gonna lie, I got this order on like Friday or Saturday, and today's Monday. So you only have 3 business days to mark it as shipped, which means you need to buy it right away so that you can get that shipping and tracking information from, in this case, Amazon, which is where I listed it from. That's where I list most of my things from. But if I waited till, tomorrow or the next day to place this order, then I most likely wouldn't get tracking information until after I needed to enter it. So that's kind of an issue you want to avoid, because Facebook can auto cancel your sale and refund the money. And then you've already bought the item sometimes if you forgot to upload shipping information, and then you're just out the money. And it just is a whole thing that's really easy to avoid. So try not to do that. But I know that this thing pretty much gives me a tracking number today or tomorrow, so I have plenty of time. I have 2 days. Today's January 10th, and I need to ship it by January 12th. So anyway, it tells me how much I have it listed for, which is what they purchased it at. It gives me an order number, which isn't really important unless you're keeping track of those things. I don't really do that anymore, so it's not that big of a deal. But I don't do too much with this email. I don't even click view order details. I like to find this on my own within Facebook, but I just like getting the email because then I know, okay, yeah, like if I check it at night or something, I know, okay, in the morning I need to make sure I do that, and I add it to my to-do list for the next day. Either way, let's hop into Facebook. So I've already navigated to the marketplace panel on the side and clicked marketplace. I clicked selling, which if I go back one, you can see right here, there's selling. I click that, and then I'll do shipping orders. If you click shipping orders, this will show you what orders you actually have that someone has placed to purchase your products. So right now I have 2 pending. I fulfilled some tracking numbers today, like 5 tracking numbers earlier before I started shooting the video to simplify this. So it only shows I have these 2. We're not gonna worry about this one right here. because I've already fulfilled it. I'm just waiting on tracking information. This one's kind of slow. I kind of shot myself in the foot and am selling something that has a really long time for tracking. So it's just a whole lot of hoops you got to jump through. So really avoid that. Selling things that take a long time to get shipping information. But this mini chainsaw thing is a really good one. So anyway, this is the order we have. I'm just going to click it and verify. It does say that the first name is Keith. So I will block out their personal information. Just first name is Keith. That's all I'm going to tell you. Not that you probably care. Anyway, it shows that the order status is not shipped, and I can mark it as shipped, even though that's not what we're here to do. We will do that after we get shipping information, okay? And I'll have another video for that step as well. I already have one out from a previous thing, but I'm making some new versions of them for 2022. So feel free to go back to an old video where I've done this, but I am just doing this fresh as well. So what I do is I have my tracking sheet that I keep track of sales in. Some people have really more in like, what would you call it? Like complicated or intricate tracking sheets and like spreadsheets to keep track of their sales. I use the same one I've used for a long time. I already have a video on it. A lot of people go check it out. It's an old video. I probably need to make a new video on it, but it's the same tracking sheet, and that's how I keep track of stuff. And I have multiple versions of it because I have multiple accounts. So this is my account I do videos kind of on, so that's why it's a little less complicated looking. But what I do is I copy the customer's name, and I go over to my tracking sheet and I just put it under the shipping name category. And then I will navigate over to these yellow sections in my spreadsheet, which are the sections that I'm supposed to update. And then the white sections will update automatically based on the algorithm that's been put in for the spreadsheet to do the math for me. So I'll keep clicking back to my stuff and it will say, all right, the subtotal is 65. I'm going to put that as my listed price. So now it's asking, I need to put in the Facebook fee. So I will go down to Facebook selling fee, which is $3.52. And I will put that in, $3.52. And you can see it's starting to give me how much, I'm expected to get in the end, but I still need to put how much the item costs. So I listed this product with FBM Fox, the lister tool and the tool that keeps track of all my products in case the price changes, it auto price changes that. Coupon code down in the description for that. I can't live without that software, so I like to pitch it to you guys. And if you get it through my code, it supports my channel, of course, but it also helps you out because it gives you a discount. Either way, the more you do this, the more you need something like that. And one little thing that I love about it is if I used that tool to list, now when I have an order, you can see this orange button right here that says Visit Supplier. And I can just click that because it remembers where I listed it and it just opens that right up for me. So it takes me right to Amazon, which is where I found the product. And I can just go ahead and add it to my cart right here. It shows that it's $59.99. So I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet and type that in so that it factors in the price of that. So far, let me see. Okay, so look at this. This is an unexpected thing I didn't think about before I did this video. So this product has changed its price since this order was put in, which is why you need to try to fulfill orders as quickly as possible after somebody's bought something. Because I just checked and the price is updated correctly in my Facebook Marketplace, but it's changed since this order was placed. And back when this order was placed, this product only cost $49.99. So now the product on my shop or on my Facebook Marketplace costs more for somebody to purchase, but back then it didn't. But I waited too long to buy the product, and now the product on Amazon has raised its price to $49.99. So now my profit margin is basically nothing. I could ask them to cancel the order. I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and buy it, but I'm only going to make a little bit of money. Yeah, you can see here this little thing. It was $49.99, and then just the other day it went up 10 more bucks. Just today, actually, it went up 10 bucks. So inconvenient. This is the kind of stuff that happens if you're not on top of your sales, which I wasn't, because I do a video production business, and we had a bridal expo this weekend, and where we set up a booth and like talk to brides and stuff. So I wasn't paying attention to my dropshipping things. I just couldn't. It wasn't a priority over the weekend. But this is the kind of stuff that happens. So keep that in mind. It's a definitely learning opportunity. It happened to me as I'm filming with you. It has nothing, like this wasn't planned. Perfect. Great. So either way, softwares are the best way to avoid that. But even with the software, you have to be on top of your stuff. Just saying. All right, yeah, I went in and I looked, and sure enough, my price has changed to $75 on the listing, but this one is still at $65 from when they purchased it. So just to reiterate, again, I'm just repeating myself now, the price has gone up, but so has my listing price because of the software. Keep in mind though, if you don't, I'm held to this price because that's when somebody bought it, even though the price changed after the fact because, yep. Anyway, let's go. Hopefully when I buy this, they're in a state that I am sales tax exempt from. Just a heads up, most people would probably try to ask the customer to cancel the order at this point because you want the customer to have to cancel, because if you cancel the order, it docks against you like internet points for your profile, and it tells Facebook that you're canceling orders all the time. So you really want to ask the customer to cancel and then you accept it. But I'm just going to go ahead and let this one ride, even though I'm not going to make any money on it, just for the sake of showing you. You can tell if there's no sales tax I have to enter, because like this person right here lived in California, so there was sales tax for my shipping or for my order, but like you can tell the other orders haven't had that. If there's no sales tax, I will make $1.49 and 2% profit, which is hell no. That's not good. So you can tell on these products, I'm not making very much profit because they were things that I actually listed in a tutorial and just kind of did like random numbers. I didn't actually like calculate a percentage. And after some stuff, it ends up being only like 20 or less %. So keep that in mind. And then also, again, if they have taxes, this one almost had $10 in taxes, which really dropped my percentage down from 19 or 18 down to 11% profit. So that's something to keep in mind. If you can get sales tax exempt on Amazon or eBay or whatever retailer you mainly use, it can really cut down on how much profit you're losing. So let's go and start to fulfill this order. They live in Texas, so I already know I'm not going to have sales tax. I already know I'm tax exempt there. So let me go ahead and put that in. I've added the item to my cart, which is what you guys are here to see, even though you probably know how to check out with Amazon. I'm going to hit proceed to checkout. And your proceed to checkout might be in a different spot, but just keep that in mind. Now, you're going to see a lot of blurred out stuff because my address is on here, other people's addresses are on here, credit card stuff. So just keep in mind what we're doing right here is under step 1 with shipping address. I'm going to hit change. And you can either add a new address, which you can scroll down to your addresses and hit add new address if you want. One thing that I do like about FBM Fox is that they do have a copy button within your order as well. And you can hit paste and it will paste the information in there. I need to explain myself better. If you don't have FBM Fox to copy this information over for you, what I'm doing is I'm going back to the order and going to where it says shipping address, because that's where I need to ship this product. So what I'm doing is I'm going into Amazon where I found this product and listed it from. This customer bought it from me. I'm now going into Amazon and buying it myself with my money or a credit card, which is what I do. And then I'm shipping it straight to their address. So I'm not shipping it to myself. I don't care about the Amazon packaging, which is a huge problem a lot of people have. You know, I know it's a concern where it's easy to be like, well, isn't the customer going to see Amazon packaging? Yes, they are. In fact, I just got an email that one of my other products was delivered today, and it's in an Amazon box with the Amazon tape and label and everything. It's completely an Amazon package, 100%, no question. But nobody says anything, ever. Or at least not most of the time. I think I've had one person say anything ever, and it was really just to verify that it was my product. And they were like, okay, thanks for shipping it so quickly. Just don't worry about it. If you're letting that keep you from starting, you're just you're coming up with reasons not to start. Just start. If that stuff happens, worst case, you refund the customer their money and you try to get your money back from Amazon too. Like it's not that big of a deal. Just go for it, man. Or woman. Or whatever. Anyway, I'm copying over their shipping information and putting it in the shipping address instead of my own, like I said. So I need to find their zip code. And I might just cut away from some of this because it's not worth blurring everything. Just know that I'm putting in their address, not mine. And then I'm hitting update or save or whatever. All right, now I'm moving on to step 2 under the checkout system, which is payment method. I use an Amazon credit card. I don't have an affiliate link for that or anything, but I use the Amazon Prime Rewards card because it gives you 5% cash back on your purchases. I only use it for drop shipping purposes. I never use it for personal purchases or anything, because that way it's just really easy to keep track of when I'm paying it off. So I am just clicking that one and hitting update payment method. Now I go down to step 3, which is review items and shipping. And I can see that there is, because I'm using Amazon Prime, there is an overnight option, which I'm just going to click overnight option. The reason, if it is available to me, I'm just going to go ahead and click it, because the faster it shows delivered, the faster I get my money. You don't get your money back until 5 days after the item is shown delivered, 5 business days. And if you mess up tracking, or you enter something in wrong and hit continue, and Facebook's just like, all right, whatever, we'll take it, and it's not actually correct information, then it will be like 20 some days after the item was purchased. So you get your money way later. And in the beginning, a lot of us just operated that way. We would put in crappy tracking numbers before Facebook had kind of tweaked the system. And that's just how you did it. You just knew you weren't getting your money for almost a month. But now there's ways around that. And I have other videos on that as well. It's called like the TBA tracking number videos and stuff. It goes over that kind of thing. Also, all this stuff is in my course as well, which is in the description. Yeah. My course is in there. Feel free. It'll just help you learn all these things like what I'm doing here, but a lot quicker than having to like find the little nuggets of information everywhere. But you can also learn this stuff for free. Don't feel like you have to get a course. It's just going to take longer. Okay. So, shipping and handling, it added $2.99, and then it removed it probably because of whatever this weird overnight like time slot option is. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do that. So, sweet. Overnight free, fastest delivery. All right. $59.99. I did not have to add tax, so I am only going to get that 2%, which is, at least it's not negative. So, because if it was negative, we wouldn't be following through with this. I just would have asked the customer to cancel, and I would have lied and said I was out of stock. So let's do it. Place your order. All right. The order is placed. It's getting sent straight to my customer at their address. I had an overnight shipping option, and it says 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I've never seen that before. Hopefully that doesn't mean they're going to get a knock on their door between 4 and 8 a.m. That's kind of dumb. Anyway, now that order is fulfilled, back here in the order screen, there's nothing you need to do. The only thing we're going to do with this later is, once I get an email from Amazon saying that the item has shipped and they give me a tracking number, I will take that tracking number and input it here as the mark as shipped. When that happens, I will make a video. It'll probably happen today or tomorrow. Especially since I chose that tracking number video, but you probably won't see a video about it until like Wednesday, because I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos most of the time. Anyway, let me see if there's anything else I need to let you know. Chances are, because this is shipped through Amazon and it's so fast, I'm going to get what's called a TBA tracking number. And I say that because the tracking number is actually going to start with TBA and then a bunch of numbers. Facebook Marketplace does not accept those type of tracking numbers. So I'm either going to have to go in and use an old tracking number I've already used and it already shows delivered, and input that, or I'm going to have to use something called OA Genius, which is something I've talked about in previous videos as well. FB and Fox also has tracking numbers, I believe, if you have an account with them. I think they still have that. I haven't used that part of FB and Fox in a while, but I have some OA Genius credits, which are basically, I purchased a bunch of credits a long time ago for like $25, and it gave me like 100 tracking number options. So I can go in there and pick a random tracking number that's generated for the city and state that I'm shipping to. And then I can enter that in as like a fake tracking number that matches the same delivery day. And then Facebook can accept it. They don't know any different. Customer doesn't really know any different, as long as you're making it as specific as possible. And that handles that side of the transaction if I need to. But that's another video. I've made videos on that in the past, and I will make more on it here soon. All you need to know is that we got an order, fulfilled it, and now you don't have to do anything. You're just waiting for tracking information. So, again, my course is in the description. It teaches you all these things very easy, very quickly, and I'm adding to it all the time. Facebook Shops is the new thing everybody's doing. It has a lot of issues right now, but as issues get resolved, I am updating that part of the course as well, and that's all included in it. Other than that, FB and Fox, which I talked about a lot in this video, they are down in the description as well. I highly recommend them. I wouldn't talk about them unless I use them, which I use them all the time. And I don't think I would do this or get the kind of numbers that I do doing this without using them, because I am lazy. There's too many things to think about, and FB and Fox makes it way easier for me. And they have a lot of stuff I don't even use, which is like really cool, because every time I forget, I get back in there, I'm like, oh yeah, this feature is pretty cool. Anyway, like and subscribe if you're new, or if you've been watching me forever and just still haven't subscribed. Like 70% of you guys don't subscribe to my channel, but you watch my videos, and I see the stats. So just subscribe, help me out. That's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.